Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victoria, and I am the investment manager from SMOG. However, today I'm having a very special role with leading the Pitch to London event. So before we all start, there is a small video prepared by our partners, which we have to roll in right now. If there is anybody who can help me with that, it's going to be very nice.
Absolutely. Hi, Victoria. I'll just share the video.
Scale-ups around the world use billboards to grow. Now you've got a chance to try it to get you on the right growth trajectory.
Enjoy the test drive.
Hi, my name is Rafał Celej, and I'm a partner at Konradzki Celej, a Warsaw-based boutique law firm. We advise startups and technology companies, and we specialize in venture capital transactions. I have a great pleasure of being a speaker at the 2021 edition of the Polish Tech Days. Also, I will be a juror at the Pitch to London competition. Our firm will present an award to the winning startup. The award comprises of free of charge legal package of legal services that we'll be providing to the winner. I really look forward to seeing you all at the event, and I wish all the best to all the competing startups. See ya.
My name is Michał Kramasz, and I'm leading Google for startups in Central and Eastern Europe. Our mission is to level the playing field for founders so they can succeed to their best capabilities. Therefore, for several years, Google has been supporting Polish Tech Days, hosting the events at our office spaces in London. We are happy to be a part in this digital edition as well. What we want to offer the winners will be our mentoring and support in what Google does best, our technology, best practices, and network of connections. Google for Startups team will conduct the needs of assessment of the winning startup, map the challenges and opportunities the company is facing, and create a base for providing a tailor-made support via mentoring sessions, connecting with Google experts, and securing a place in one of our programs. Please join us for the Polish Tech Days. And if you're not yet a member of Google for Startups community, please sign up at campus.co/Warsaw.
Od kilku już lat program mentoringowy Incredibles Sebastiana Kulczyka wspiera najbardziej innowacyjnych, młodych i przedsiębiorczych polskich startuperów. Wierzymy, że na każdym etapie ich rozwoju możemy podać im rękę i zaproponować praktyczną, użyteczną wiedzę. A specjalnie leżą nam na sercu wszyscy ci, którzy mają w sobie misję zmieniania świata i którzy poza zarabianiem pieniędzy widzą troszkę dalej i troszkę więcej. I za tych trzymamy kciuki wyjątkowo. Wszystkiego dobrego.
Thank you very much, Carolina. And I believe you're still waiting for the judges to jump into our session. Just give me a small checkup on that one. Okay, here we go. Hello there. Okay.
Hi.
We're all getting connected. I'm feeling more comfortable, when there are actual people, and that's very nice. Okay, so let's get started one more time. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Pitch London. My name is Victoria. I'm the investment manager from SMOG, and today I'm going to be leading this pitching session. So primarily, let me introduce you to our judges today. Let's start with Ben Brabin, the tech expert and the former head of Level 39. And hello, Ben. How are you doing?
Hello, Victoria. I'm very well. It's a pleasure to join you today.
Wonderful, wonderful. Also, Wasilewski Carlson, the partner of Sapphire Capital Partners, is today with us. Hello.
Hi, Victoria. Hi, everyone. Delighted to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Glad to see you too. Also, Deepak, hello. Can you hear us? I think we might have a problem. Yeah?
I'm not able to hear. I don't know if you're
Hello, Deepak, the partner at Green.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we do. Can you hear us?
Okay, I can't hear a thing. I can't hear Victoria in particular, but I heard Vasiliki and I heard Ben earlier.
Oh, but you cannot hear me, right? Okay, so let me just double check it with the techno team. Meanwhile, never like hoping for that, but just give me a second. Maybe you can restart the meeting one more time. Let me type it in. Or can somebody just pronounce it, Ben, or let's see. Yes. Okay. I believe everybody else is hearing me. Let's double check. Rafael Selling, hello there. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Victoria. Hi, everyone. Pleasure being here.
Rafael is a partner at Kondratsky Celej. Thank you very much for joining us today. And by the way, wonderful video before.
Last minute, but
it worked just fine. Also, Joe, hello there. Can you hear us?
Hi, I can. Good to be here.
Wonderful. Joe is a principal at IQ Capital. Let's wait for Deepak, the partner from Greenshores Capital, to join us, and we will start our official part of the event. Just a second. You know, guys, like, that's already 2 years, right? Since we're in this situation, like, let's say, a digital connection vibe. And I'm still not sure how to deal with technical problems. Each time it happens, I'm getting so stressed that, like, there is no real way to work with that. Meanwhile, maybe Mindgram can slowly join us on the stage. What are you thinking? Adrian, if you're over here, that will be wonderful to bring a Mindgram to the stage.
Hi, I believe you can see me.
Yes, we do. And can you hear us? That's the most important two things.
All right, cool. Nice to meet
no,
you. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, yeah. Just let's give several more seconds, maybe.
Just a second. My co-founder should also be here. I don't know if he can join us.
No problems. You know, I think we're still waiting for one more of our judges to be on the stage. So just feel comfortable. Okay, Deepak, can you hear us now?
I can this time, yes.
Wonderful. Hello there.
Hi.
I think we've been introducing you almost 3 times, but I hope that you can do one more, also quick introduction of yourself in case you'd like to.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't introduce myself earlier. Yes. So yeah, I'm a partner at Greenshores. We're an early stage tech VC. We are sector agnostic, and we fund what we think is a good opportunity. It's a very small, what should I say? It's funded by the partners and a very small group of families who look at tech in the UK, specifically focused on UK. So that's really the background. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, guys, I think we're on a full set right now. So the basic structure for today, there will be maximum 4 minutes of a pitch, which later on will be changed to 3 minutes Q&A session in case you're having any feedback, comments, or wishes to the startups. In the meantime, I would like to kindly ask you to mute yourself during the presentation or the pitch so it's going to be more comfortable to the startup. Okay. And Jakub and Adam, hello there.
Hello, everyone. So I think, because we have a short presentation, just few slides, I will start and then Adam will follow. We'll make minutes we promise. So Adam, can you share the presentation?
Yes, definitely. Deepak, if we may ask you to mute your mic, because I think, oh, thank you. All right.
Okay. So shall we start?
Yes, absolutely. Go forward. Your 4 minutes
I have to set the time. Okay. Perfect. So we are Mindgram. We are a premium mental health and well-being platform. Can we go? Adam? So mental health, as you know, mental health problems are growing rapidly and affect almost everybody at the moment on Earth. The causes, pandemic just accelerated many existing issues and caused a lot of new ones. And never in the history so many people needed, the therapy and needed support. But the problem is that there is problem in access, because there is like a huge demand for the services and there's like, a limited supply. There is a problem as well with to match the right therapy and the therapies to the people. There is a cost, because the cost of these services are growing very, very rapidly. And there is still a problem with stigma, because many people are ashamed to participate in that. And unfortunately, a lot of specialists, they foresee that these mental health problems will accelerate after pandemic. It will be like PTSD. And this situation has as well impact on the employers, because over 20% of employees need psychological support.
So that's why we built Mindgram. Mindgram is a comprehensive platform for psychological support and personal development. It's personalized and based on scientific solutions, and we distribute Mindgram through companies as an employee benefit. And that way, we aim to solve the productivity and the wellness challenges that companies face after pandemic. At Mindgram, we focus on prevention and early intervention, not just on reaction or dealing with clinical states. And this differentiates us from competitors. And we choose this path because even 90% of people don't need advanced psychotherapy, but only some short-term psychological support to get back to mental shape. So employee with Mindgram's access gets individual psychological care grounded in science-based methodology, such as positive psychology, systemic psychotherapy, or cognitive behavioral therapy. They will also have a choice of over 40 live group workshops a month, led by top therapists, trainers, coaches. And the Mindgram subscription also includes access to audio self-care programs with mindfulness, relaxation trainings, guided meditation, psychology courses. Mindgram is also available for family members to democratize such support, and we run continuous campaign to promote mental health to address this stigma that Kuba talked about. At the end, in Mindgram, we provide employees with safe, confidential, round-the-clock access to care. Our business model is marketplace and subscription, and we charge companies relatively low monthly fees so that their employees can use Mindgram for free. And we sign 1-year contract with them, and our benchmark shows little to none clients churn after that period, because, it is extremely hard for employers to cancel such benefit. We got pretty good traction. We've just started in Poland. In 2 months from now, we are launching Spain, and we will go farther then. We started 4 months ago, and we've already built a team of over 30 people. We raised record high pre-seed round in Poland of 1.9 million euro, and in just 2 weeks of selling, we acquired first 10 companies with thousands of employees. And Mindgram is not our first steps in business nor in digital health. Jakub Zieliński, CEO of Mindgram, is digital health expert who built the biggest Polish health portals, and a serial entrepreneur with 6 successful companies under his belt. Margaret Tome, Chief Medical Officer, is the most famous Polish psychologist, nationwide TV personality, and internet entrepreneur. And me, Adam Plona, COO, I was long-term C-level executive of biggest Polish online players. So this is us, and this is Mindgram. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wonderful pitch. And now is the time for our judges to shoot the questions or the comments. Anybody? Joe?
I could kick off. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the presentation. Could you tell us a little bit about the regulatory position of your product? Does it need regulatory approval, or will it in the future?
You need to unmute.
Yeah. So like in Poland, for example, like the psychotherapy is not, regulatory. Of course, some kind of like this prevention and early intervention, the area where we focus is completely even in most of the markets, because this is what we do. We provide like group workshops. We provide some meditation tools, self-care tools, for people to, in a preventive way to manage, to know how to manage stress, how to manage change, difficult situation. So obviously this is not regulatory. In many European markets, even psychotherapy is not, is not under any like regulation. However, we work with some code of ethics, and internally we have a clinical care team managed by the psychiatrists and the psychotherapists, like specialized people, the whole team, to deliver proper solution.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Any other questions or maybe feedbacks?
Yep. I just want to know,
nice
do you have proof of efficacy of your service?
Okay.
Statistical.
I think we're good for now. Thank you, Jakub. Thank you, Adam.
Victoria, I believe there was like one question.
Yeah, I think you have to unmute your. Wait a second.
I have unmuted. It is.
Yeah. Now we can hear you. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you've got any statistical data regarding the efficacy of your service.
The efficiency of our service, does it work?
I'll key it in. Yeah.
Okay. So, like we started, because we started the company beginning of February, yeah, so not long time ago. We came to the market with the value proposition. It's resonating very well. Last week, like around 10 days ago, we've started early access to our platform with this 10 first customers, already like few thousand employees, and we see the engagement rate starting, from like 10% up to even 30% in some cases, and that's just the start, because this is like one of the pillar of the platform that will be, launching over the next few months.
Okay, if I understood correctly, you mentioned how many people are using the service as a percentage. I'm talking about the efficacy. Does it work, and what's the data around it? I'm guessing the time's up, so if you want, you can supply that.
Yeah, at the moment, we don't have such a data. We are less than 4 months company. At the moment, we are less than 4 months company. We are just super early startup. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Guys, maybe just like a one-liner, because Ben was asking whether you have a revenue model or unit economics, but I believe unit economics not just yet, but
business model is we do have. Yeah, we are a SaaS and marketplace business model. We charge companies per employee per month basis and pay as you go for the psychotherapy and for using the platform in a pay per employee per month, like many similar platforms.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for joining, and talk to you very, very soon. Meanwhile, we are inviting to the stage.
Guys.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye. Meanwhile, we are inviting to the stage our second startup called Random Forest. Random Forest, where are you? Hello, Bukash. Glad
how are you?
Over here. Wonderful. So we are having a 4-minute pitch. You start with your pitch, and later on, 2 minutes of the Q&As.
Give me a second, because I cannot run my presentation. That's funny. It worked. Okay, it should be working. But please confirm that it works.
Unfortunately, not just yet. Okay, I think we do see it.
Okay, we see it. Okay, so hello, and maybe you know, maybe not, that we spent more than 25% of our time searching for the information we need for accomplishing our job tasks. It's week per month. I know it because I'm good in numbers. So why wouldn't use a robotic process automation software that is so popular to speed up these manual processes? The reason is simple. 80% of data is unstructured, and the major, not repetitive tasks are too complex to use RPA software only. Nevertheless, processing of textual materials has to be automated and fast. Our client analyzes financial statements that are submitted to the US Securities and Exchange Commission. The reports consist of 200 pieces of crucial information. It takes 2 people for 2 days to find them. The cost over $500. And what's the worst part about all of them? 30% of them are drafted poorly. That's why at Random Forest, we develop innovative original AI models which help companies process automatically the most complex textual materials, such as reports, contracts, correspondence, HR documents, legal acts. Regardless of the language, business sector, and the type of material, we provide a high-precision cognitive AI system that is capable of interpreting the context, analyzing, and extracting the crucial data. No matter if the goal is to find names, dates, amounts, or even longer text excerpts like a description, comment, or summary that are written in a different way and style. Like here, our trained neural networks automatically found and extracted annual meeting date, employee median, CEO pay, and clawback excerpt. I know it looks like we are an AI software house or a consulting company, but we are developing tens of advanced search engines and our own cloud platform in analytics and as a service model. In the basic plan, users get a system that operates changing form of a word, like finance, financial, financing. Maybe English is not the best example, but it's a super important aspect of many languages like Polish, German, Lithuanian, Finnish, and more. Also suggests synonyms, related words, companies' internal jargon to find a specific data much faster, and exclusively trained AI models. It means that the data we receive to train a model won't be used elsewhere. It's because we want to help our business partners gaining an advantage over their competitors. Our clients will be able to train their own AI search engines. Thanks to European Union grant, we are developing a virtual analytical agency that will offer a set of tools to train machine learning models to find your crucial data with no programming skills. And in the field of AML and KYC, draw conclusions by correlating transactions with names, their relatives, and banking transfers based on your internal data or parsed from the internet. Our technology can be used in many areas. Mrs. Dudzinska at ABSL Tech Lab said that basically it doesn't matter whether you are in the sector, in the production services, in the consulting services, R&D, or financial services, you still can apply this solution everywhere. And that's what we do. Thank you. And by the way, let's watch our LinkedIn profile next week. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think LinkedIn profile is quite important. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great pitch. And this is a time for the 4 minutes Q&As. Who's going first?
Hi. I really enjoyed your presentation. I think that unstructured data and machine learning is definitely a very important sector that's growing. My question to you is, who is your main competitor and how established are they? As we have had Random Forest or ANN big data analyzers already in the market. Who is your main competitor, and what do you provide that's different from what's already out there?
We have only 4 minutes, not 4 hours. But in short, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, they have a lot of pre-trained neural networks, machine learning models, but they focus mainly on what we can do there is to analyze invoices. I talk about it because they do that, and it's quite similar to what we do. But we analyze the context, what I said, and try to understand and extract the crucial data. Our main competitor right now is the company called Indico.io, probably. Indico.io, it's a US company in December, they got some rounds of funding in the US, and we noticed that they do something similar like we do. So frankly speaking, this is the only one competitor we have already found that is going to create an analytics as a service and offer people to train their machine learning models without programming skills. So it's not what we can get from Microsoft and Google, that are big players, or the biggest players. So right now we are like in the moment UiPath, for instance, had. There is almost nobody on this market, and after a few years, Microsoft appeared with this RPA software, etc. So right now, Indico.io probably it's our main competitor, and we are going to fight with them.
Wonderful, thank you. And then there is a question from Ben. What sector, segment, or the market are your best clients and prospects in, and what do they most value from you? So maybe like short value. No.
Okay,
like
much faster.
One liner on that one.
Definitely fintech, because people who work in this sector, they need to get the information as soon as possible, and machine learning models we develop can analyze a lot of information and extract them very fast. And of course R&D sector, but I hope we'll talk about it later. What do they most value from you is they get information in seconds. I mean, someone can publish, I don't know, some information, there's the page or the information on the internet, and our models can scrape them and in second inform you that something happened, or that someone acquire, some company sells shares, etc. So that's the biggest value from our system.
Wonderful. We have one more minute. I think that was good from Ben. Deepak, I believe you were willing to ask a question. No?
Yep, I think Ben really asked the same question I wanted to.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, Łukasz. It was a great presentation.
Thank you.
And see you during the next events in Warsaw.
Yeah. Ciao.
Bye. Okay, and let me just double check who is our next startup. And the next startup is Wiezo. Wiezo. It sounds quite Polish, you know? Okay, Wiezo startup. Not sure what exactly do they do, but founders, please join us. Hello, Sarah.
Hi. How are you?
Hi, guys. Sounds great. So your 4 minutes start right away.
Okay. So Carolina, you will share the presentation, right? Okay, thank you. So my name is Sarah Khouri, and I am the Business Development Manager at Wiezo. Next slide, please. So currently, almost all of the wireless sensors installed in the industry are powered within the batteries, which last on average 5 years. After those 5 years of sensors operation, the battery dies and it has to be replaced by a human being. It's calculated that changing one sensor's battery costs approximately 150 euros, where the major cost is the human labor, and this process repeats every 5 years. So, sorry, how do we tackle that? Can you please the next slide? We do a source of renewable energy, which can make the sensor solution in the industry as a fit and forget, therefore saving massive cost over time and creating significant value. And right there, you can see a very brief, it's supposed to be, because it was supposed to be another type of a presentation, but now it's PDF, unfortunately. So it was supposed to be a GIF showing the design of our developed construction vibrating live on one of the applications. Next slide, please. So now look at this chart. Let's say sensor with the integrated battery costs 100 euro, then the sensor with the vibration energy harvester would cost approximately 150 euros. As we are about to price it at approximately 50 euro level in 15 years, there will be 2 battery changes, which will end up costing approximately 400 euros in total, while energy harvester backed sensor will have its cost at the same level during the whole time. Next slide, please. So the real beauty of what we do is that yet and still we are the first and the only ones in the world commercializing the vibration energy harvesting based on the piezoelectric polymer technology, and the international PCT patent for our mid-efficient structure design is filed and pending. Next slide, please. So the main markets we are tackling are the smart oil and gas, smart mining, and smart railway. Valued at more than 66 billion US dollar last year, where railway industry is the major focus of ours, as every single railway operator in Europe is starting to invest billions of euros into modernization and digitalization of the railway industry, and we align perfectly with their goals. Next slide, please. More than 30 companies worldwide have purchased our development kits, including the big names you see, and we are undergo several POC projects with major corporates in Europe, to which we develop an individual solutions which shall lead into serious supply contracts next year. Next slide, please. We are in the process of raising 1.7 million euros seed round to establish our manufacturing, start operations in DACH region, grow our team, and add the MRR stream. We plan to close it this October with the target valuation of 7 million euro post money. Next slide, please. So let me know if your funds would be interested in cooperation with us, and thank you so much for your time.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Sarah. You know, I especially love when somebody refers to the energy industry as the beautiful one. You know, Larry talking about the gas and other, you know, this heavy stuff. Okay, so that was a great pitch, and here we have 4 minutes of our Q&A session. Who's going first? Batteries. It's so much fun. You know? Feedback regarding the pitch itself. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, really interesting presentation, a really interesting area. I'm afraid I didn't quite understand how your technology is fundamentally different from other piezo devices. Could you maybe just reiterate?
The technology itself, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so at Piezo, we have a technology called piezoelectric, and this one is, we already filed for patent last year, and it's pending, so hopefully we will get it soon. So this technology, it converts vibrations into electricity. So this technology by itself, the polyfilm, the material that we use, we are the first company in the world to commercialize this technology itself. With other competitors, they use different types of materials. What distinguishes us from others is the materials that we use right now. It's more important from economy side because it's cheaper in a way, and it's better for the environment.
Wonderful.
Okay, so that's your edge. Thank you.
Thank you a lot. And I believe Deepak also had a question.
Yeah, that was a good presentation there. Just a quick one on the funding front. Have you approached government grants or the United Nations or anyone of that sort to help you out with this? European Grants Commission or anybody?
Can you please elaborate on the United Nations?
I mean, I just threw United Nations as an example. They fund projects like these, especially if you can make a difference to third world countries. So have you approached any of these institutions for grants?
Yes, we already have many investors, and we approached many institutions for grants. Some were already given, and some it's still pending.
Okay, we have one more question from Ben. you showed how your batteries reduce 5 yearly replacement cost. Is there established demand for replacement, or do your users currently replace the whole device, including the cell, with an updated device?
So to answer, thank you, Ben, for the question. So with sensors, usually now what railways, for example, we will talk about railway industry because this is actually our main focus at the moment. Especially we are going into bearing and flat spots in railway. So for bearing and flat spots in railway, they use sensors with batteries. That means the battery itself, it should be replaced every 5 years. The sensors, they can function from 15 years up to 20 years. So every 5 years, there should be a human labor included, a team going to collecting the sensors, changing the batteries. And from our side in Avieso, we just created a solution. So you will not have to go every 5 years to locate these sensors and to change the batteries for them to work for 15 years. By that, you will just save costs. It would be more economically, and it would be better for the environment, as I mentioned before.
Thank you very much, Sarah. I hope that was quite openly. How to say it? Sorry, my English by the end of the day is just not working.
That's happening.
I truly hope Ben was satisfied with the answer and it was open enough. Thank you very much, Sarah. Great pitch, and I wish you a wonderful day ahead. Yeah,
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Meanwhile, we are looking forward for our next startup, and the name of the startup is QuestPass. QuestPass, please join us on the stage. I hope QuestPass is over here. It's like they didn't pass on their ability to pitch. I hope, at least. QuestPass.
The web page was not responsive.
Okay, here we go.
Now?
Adam, now we can hear you.
I'm sorry for the delay.
No worries, no stress.
Now just start my presentation. Please confirm that you can see it.
Yes, absolutely. Now we can select your host. Not really your presentation, but
strange. Maybe now?
Now, yes. Now it sounds perfect, and 4 minutes start now.
Let's start. Hello, we are QuestPass. We make people to pay attention. This is what a typical web page looks like. It has many ads, but those ads are getting less and less effective due to ad fraud, ad blocks, and banner blindness effect. Because of that, the ads are becoming also less profitable for publishers, and it's getting worse every year. An alternative? A paywall. But a paywall monetizes only up to 4% of the traffic. We've got the solution that works with the rest 96%. How? Well, we have changed advertising to quest advertising, and this is how it works. You read an article. After the first part of the story, you see the quest. The content below is locked. The quest consists of an ad, a question referring to the ad above, and 3 buttons to choose from. If you don't watch the ad carefully, you probably won't choose the right answer, so you would need to wait for 5 seconds. Because of that, random choice does not pay off. So you've got familiar with the ad, now you can answer the question and enjoy free access to the rest of the article. No payments, no problems. What has changed for advertisers? Everything. Now they have 100% ad visibility. There is no banner blindness effect, no ad fraud. They have to reach ad block users, and they pay only for measurable effects. what has changed for publishers? The profit. Now advertisers know what they are paying for, and they are ready to pay more for measurable effects. So publishers earn more, much more. And what has changed for readers? There's no payment, no need for registration, just a few seconds of attention to reveal free access to valuable content. This is how the well-known advertising model looks like. Very low effectiveness, poor profit. But when we change ad to quest, the magic happens. Click-through rate ratio rises about 60 times. Also, publishers' revenue rises firmly. Effectiveness of ad quests was confirmed in scientific studies run by SWPS University and IAB Poland, and by 80 brands in over 120 campaigns where more than 5 million correct answers were given. In QuestPass, we work with best industry experts, for example, from Google, Piano Media, or FT Strategies. And our goal is to make ad quests as popular as AdWords today. We have just released SaaS model for publishers, and we are getting ready to expand abroad. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adam. Great creativity.
Okay.
Yeah, and the 4 minutes of the quest start now. Deepak, I see you have the question.
Yes. Will you later on be able to send us some lines on your financials, which is your top line revenues and your EBITDA? Sure. I mean, I understood the rest of the product. It was well presented, is what I'd say.
Okay. And what's the question?
To be able to send us the financials later.
Sure.
Wonderful. Any other questions or maybe comments on the page?
Yes, I could. Thanks a lot for the presentation. I'd like to ask, have any of your potential customers raised any concerns that the sort of frustration involved by the person looking to access the content, if they get a little bit frustrated by having to sort of go through the process of the advert, and it may, is there a possibility that sort of poor connotations might be linked to the brand as an unintended side effect?
I understand we have changed it with this university and this IAB Poland, and there is no connection. To be honest, it was opposite relation, because these professors, scientific people, just compared reaction of people on just normal ad and our ad, and in the end they asked about, after a few days, how people recognize and like the brand that was advertised using our model and this typical model. And after all, the brand was brand new just for experiment reasons, and it was liked more when it was advertised by our model, because the answer is quite easy. People like what they know, so we force people to know the brand, and after all, they liked it more because of that. They didn't connect it with the way we have make them know the brand.
Fascinating, thanks.
And also we've got some feedback from publishers, because, for example, we work with TVN Discovery and other portals, and in the end, people say they like more our quite simple model, because we allow people to read the first 2 paragraphs for free, so they know if they really like the article or not, and they are paying by their attention, so they know if they want to pay or not. And if the same portal use this whole ad for the whole screen, people are forced to wait to the end of the ad, and they don't like it because they don't feel they can choose. Okay.
That was a great question, and thank you, Joe. I had the same kind of feeling at the very beginning. Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
And of course, if I can follow my answer, there is 2 mechanisms that we use to make it more to be loved, because 1 cent from every solved quest goes to charity, and so there is some social profit after every man just solves the quest. And also, if the publisher is willing, they can enable the mechanism that the reader can just buy subscription to don't see any quests. for a month. So there is also a hard paywall, because after that, not hard, but a paywall, typical paywall. So you can pay by money or you can pay by attention.
Wonderful, wonderful. Unfortunately, we are out of the time, but thank you very much, Adam. It's a brilliant MarTech solution, and I truly hope you will engage more and more readers, which will love and not hate. And
it's going this way.
The world. Thank you a lot. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
And we are looking forward for our next startup, Where Fits. By the way, I do see that there are a lot of people asking questions. Okay. Anyway, Where Fits. Hello.
Hi, how are you? I don't know why I can't enable my camera, but I will just start to share my screen. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. But can you see the presentation?
Yes, we do see the presentation. And starting from now, you have 4 minutes to make your great pitch.
Thank you. So my name is Lucas, and I'm from WearFits. At WearFits, we disrupt the fashion industry through 3D and augmented reality by offering a stunning online shopping experience, helping to optimize sales and reduce returns. Have you ever bought the wrong size and had to return it? We tackle the problem that affects each of us. A few days ago, I had to buy 3 sizes of shoes to find the right one. Even 30% of products purchased online are returned. It is one of the biggest business and environmental problems in the apparel and footwear industry, especially in a pandemic world that moved customers and businesses online much faster. So in order to solve this problem, we aim to disrupt the industry with data and machine learning-powered augmented reality, which allow us for a high-quality 3D visualization and online size fitting with even 98% accuracy. We help customers to see and try on products and help businesses to optimize their online sales and to reduce return rate. We provide SaaS platform for 3D and AR objects, which may be easily integrated with any e-commerce and mobile app. We support AR visualization, visual try-on, and size advisor for both apparel and footwear. Regarding footwear industry, it is important part of the business, and it is so specific that we have decided to focus on it a little more. We are developing a virtual AR try-on in a mirror and an automated 3D scanning technology, which may be installed on-premise and digitize hundreds of shoes per month. Most of the products are market ready, but R&D is going on. We are going to develop a machine learning-based size recommendation tool for footwear based on mobile foot scans and shoe lasts. Recently, we have digitized the world's best football player, Robert Lewandowski, and his new sportswear collection made by 4F, which is available in their mobile app in augmented reality. So why now? All big 5 tech companies invest in AR. Fashion brands like Hugo Boss, Calvin Klein already design products in 3D. Shopify says that AR can increase conversion rate by even 90%. Thanks to online fitting, we help to choose the right size better and lower returns. The market potential is huge and it is growing. It will reach $8 billion in 3 years, which ensures a great exit potential for investors. Our target segments are clothing and footwear manufacturers and footwear retailers. We know that most of our potential clients do not have 3D models yet, and we need to help them change that. That's why we have developed a transformation path for them, so they can create 3D models themselves. We are distinguished by a holistic approach and comprehensive solutions. Our business model is simple and scalable. First, we help clients in digitization. There is a one-time initial service fee, but our goal is to transform them into a self-service pure MRR model. So the core SaaS platform is subscription-based. We already have in our sales pipeline clients from local market with implementations ongoing. And we aim for international markets this year. We are a group of serial entrepreneurs, each of us having 10 to 20 years of experience in software, 3D graphics, and the fashion industry. And we have already successful exits on our account. Last year, we raised the president. We got to startup accelerators. This year, we have started sales, and we are going to raise a seed round. We'd like to have a co-investment of local VC and foreign smart money. Our plan is to double the team to 12, hire an experienced head of sales in the United States, and build an international sales team there. We have just secured a grant for 2 years of R&D works. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Łukasz. Wonderful pitch. And here we start with the Q&As. Do you have any questions to Łukasz?
Hi, Łukasz. Thank you for that presentation. That was fantastic. My question is, when do you plan on actually going to market? And if this offering can be embedded within a retail's online shop?
So we are already on the market. As I said, we already have implementation for a few customers. The first one, large one, was 4F, the sportswear manufacturer. Right now, we talk to another ones. We'll have a few another implementations in the next weeks. If you ask about retailers selling online, it is very easy to implement it into the web store and in mobile apps. It is just a few lines of code to implement it. But of course, the biggest problem in our business is how to get 3D models of the products. So we help our customers to digitize products, and it depends on the category of product, because for clothing, we need to use 2D patterns of clothes, and shoes we digitize using our own physical scanner and our own proprietary software, which we have developed to automate the process of the digitization.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Do you have any other questions to Łukasz, or maybe comments?
Can I ask, how easy will it be for your clients to sort of onboard their own products? You mentioned that you're trying to make it self-serve, but what will that involve?
How easy is to onboard new products?
Yeah, in terms of how much sort of effort will it take on their side?
Okay, so for clothing, we need to get 2D patterns of products. And of course, right now we do it as a service. So clients give us 2D models, 2D patterns of products, and we create 3D models for them for clothing. But of course, our idea is to train them to do it themselves, because this is not scalable to do it ourselves. Our main business is the SaaS platform. So if you have 3D models, you can just upload them and use our platform to visualize, do size fitting, and use all of our functionalities. That's why we already train our customers so they can prepare the 3D models themselves. Like, for example, the 4F, we had the training for them just a week ago, so they will produce 3D models themselves for the next collection of clothes. And for footwear, we digitize them in a different way. We need to get physical products to scan them in our scanner. But the same for large customers, we're going to install the scanner in their location on premise so they can scan products themselves.
So for the clothing then, could it integrate directly with commonly used pattern cutting software?
Excuse me, with what kind of the software?
The pattern cutting software.
Yes, of course. We use the export file formats from the software like that. It may be even cut format, the XF file, and we can use these files to create 3D models very easily. So it quickens the process. And the digitization takes like from the few hours to several hours for clothing, and for footwear, it is like 15 minutes to scan a shoe.
Thank you very much, and we're almost out of the time, but it was a great question, great answer, and Łukasz, amazing presentation. Wish you the best.
I'm sorry for the camera.
That's fine, absolutely. Thank you, and talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, so it's almost the end. Oh, it's almost the end of our wonderful pitching event. However, we have one more startup, and it's Glucoactive. May the founders of Glucoactive come on the stage and present their brilliant idea. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Wonderful to see you.
Nice to see you too. I'm sharing the screen.
Oh, and Adam. Adam, hello. Can I hear you? Hello. Good. We can hear you and see you. Everything's perfect. Go forward.
Okay. Do you see my presentation?
Yes, we do.
Okay, super. Okay, so nice to meet you again. My name is Robert Stachurski. I'm the CEO of Glucoactive company. According to World Health Organization, 10% of global population is suffering from diabetes, which gives us almost 463 million patients globally. This number will probably grow by 50% in the next 20 years. So, according to WHO, we can say that diabetes is the global pandemic. Additionally, up to 20% of global population is undiagnosed. This leads to almost 3.7 million deaths yearly. There are two main reasons behind the problem of blood glucose monitoring. It is painful when you need to prick yourself even 20 times a day. And secondly, people fear of diagnostics, especially in the medical offices. This leads to poor quality of life and even premature deaths. In contrast to traditional glucometers, which causes pain, our solution, we can say, is a pure gain because it uses completely non-invasive laser light. It penetrates the skin and reacts only with the glucose molecules. By measuring the physical phenomena, it is allowing us to determine what is the blood glucose concentration in the real time. We work on 3 versions of the devices currently. A stationary for the professional use, like medical facilities, hospitals, pharmacies, and any kind of public places where big population of people can take part in the diabetes screening process, and 2 wearable devices for patients with first and second type of diabetes and sports enthusiasts. Our technology is currently secure with 2 patent submissions from the last year, and another 4 is on the way. Our first product, Glucostation device, is currently in the commercialization process. Successfully has passed initial medical trials, and we have already started the medical certification process. According to the clinical trials results, maximum relative error of our technology is only 9.4%, which is much below the threshold set in the FDA and CE requirements for the glucometers. We have also presented first working prototype of our wearable device, GlucoFit, the armband. This will be our second device going to the market. So, Glucoactive allows patients to measure glucose concentration with better accuracy and lower relative error as traditional strip glucometers available on the market. However, in the future, we will achieve accuracy even better than the laboratory tests. We want to win with our competition by offering the first in the market glucometer that is fully non-invasive, painless, and offers a cost reduction to public and private healthcare, private users, because of lack of replaceable sensors and strips. We base our business model both on licensing of the technology and software subscription model. At the beginning of 2021, we have successfully completed official pilots with corporations for technology licensing. Currently, we are negotiating the selection of final licensing partner, which we should do until the end of this year. And in 2022, we want to get medical certification and start sales of Glucostation devices. In next years, we will commercialize the wearable glucometers. Currently, we have also negotiating and planning further pilots with potential licensees from the medical industry in the field of professional Glucostation device and in the field of non-medical industry for licensing on the glucose sensor for consumer devices. The current stage of company development is commercialization of the first device, Glucostation. We also prepare the final device adapted to the mass manufacturing with outsourcing factory and prepare documentation for the medical certification.
Sounds good.
Our team involves 30 people. And in December 2020, last year, we have closed first big venture capital in this round, and now looking for co-investor for another $500,000 to close the round. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Robert. And as a person who's fading while seeing, blood, I can tell, wonderful idea, great project. But let's hear the questions from our judges. What are you thinking?
If I could maybe dive in again, thanks so much for the presentation. Obviously, non-invasive glucose monitoring has been something that people have been looking at and intensely working on for quite a number of years. And with Apple and Samsung rumored to be working on them, and there's a number of non-invasive methods that are already reaching approval. How is your technology fundamentally different to those? Some of those are spectroscopic as well as using other techniques.
Yes, you're right. Many different companies in the past tried to do such a solution. This is kind of holy grail in the medical healthcare market. And yes, because let's say since 20 years, they started from the scratch, from nothing, trying to verify which method could work, like microwaves, PPG, ultrasounds, and so on. Now, let's say we are using the spectrophotometry method, which is the only one proven by MIT and Stanford University that this is really working. The only company that received, let's say, FDA approval in the United States was using spectrophotometry, exactly, let's say, the physical phenomena that we use. However, it was like 5 years ago, and this device was a huge cost and no possibility to miniaturize it. Since 5 years, we have developed our own components to make it happen, to miniaturize the device and make it available for, I don't know, 500 euro for the patients, because there is only one company aside us that has proven that they have some device that this is working, have some clinical trials. It is a German company. I will not say the name maybe. However, the cost of this device due to the technology used, also spectrophotometric, will be around 30,000 euro. So this is possible, and we are very closer and closer to this invention. However, not all of them are to be commercialized. We believe that our device, thanks to our price, our own patented technology, will be the first. That's why we are also quite pretty, I think, soon to the market.
Thank you, Robert. And I think Deepak is having a question.
Yeah, you mentioned it costs 500 euros for your device. The current ones that are being used, the invasive ones, what's the potential difference in terms of pricing?
Let's say the semi-invasive devices that doesn't require, I don't know, 20 times a day to prick your finger, cost around 250 euro per month, because it has replaceable sensors. So this is a continuous cost for the patient. Our device could be even 500 euro end price, and it is, let's say, one-time price. So we don't have any medical waste, any replaceable sensors or strips or anything that is powering the device. So we can offer to the users, for example, wearable as a service for, I don't know, 50 euro per month, and we will have a good business with this, and they will be happy that they have something cheaper, and of course something that is making their life much comfortable.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, and we are right on time. Thank you very much, Robert. It was a great pitch, and talk to you later.
Thank you.
It was our last pitch, so I truly hope that everybody who was watching our event actually enjoyed it. And we will have a small break for getting together and talking and choosing the favorite of tonight. So, dear judges, you're welcome to proceed to the room in your calendar invites. Meanwhile, thank you very much for everybody who's been watching us, and we will be very soon with the wonderful announcement of tonight's pitch event. Thank you.